So welcome to another episode during our 12 Days of Christmas, which is actually called
12 Bourbons of Christmas.
That's right. And today,
what number are we on?
We are on number 7 because we did 5 Weller, we've done Angel's Envy, and we did Old Ezra.
Now we're on 8.
We are on 8 right now. Now, you might see that the studio here is a little less dramatic. We kind of went slumming. We went over to Joe's house.
Oh, is that what we got?
We did. No. We're at Joe's house right now. We're going to do some drinks here and some tastings here. And if you know Joe, he's all about parties. So, of course, there's a lot of people in his own bar that he has in his house. So we had to come upstairs.
And a dog.
Decent, quiet. So today, and I'm happy to say I got this as a present from Joe. This is Penelope. Joe, why don't you introduce this a little bit?
All right, so we have the Penelope Bourbon. It's 100 proof, toasted, and it's interesting. What makes this special bourbon is that it's got a different char level and a different toast level for each bourbon that is produced and bottled. This one's a char 1, so it's a light char on the finished barrel, and then it's a heavy toast, which means very intense indirect heat on the barrel to provide a lot of different, gives you sweeter flavors. It's going to bring out a lot more vanilla. They even say marshmallow. So we might have found out a little bit already, but we're going to find out some more right here in a second.
Well, I should have started off and introduced everyone and said ciao tutti to everyone, because there are 2 Italian guys who started this brand, Michael Palladini and Danny Polizzi. That's all you need to know. I mean, right there, we know this is going to be good. That's right. And too many.
Which is not Italian
and based on those 2 names, you're never in your million years going to guess where these guys are headquartered.
Yeah. Well, they started off in Indiana.
Well, their operation was always headquartered in New Jersey, which is probably where they're from. And Joe's exactly right.
Yeah, they were sourced with
sourcing
MGP,
it out.
Yeah.
That's right, which is not uncommon. A lot of folks, I know that happened up with Everwild. That's right, and a lot of places do that. They get their mash bill, they kind of fine tune it. They start, they'll change it, and then when they hit something everyone likes, and okay, this is the mash bill we're going to use. It's kind of a genius model. Then they start either producing it. Some people still produce it through Indiana at a very specific proprietary mash bill.
But then they also gives them the capability to actually produce the bottles now and then distill their own.
That's right.
It's a great model, and MGP has figured out they can do it all.
And from what we read, it looks like there is still some done there in Indiana. There is some done in collaboration with places like in Bardstown. Depending on the actual bourbon that they're producing. So they're kind of all over the place, but it's kind of a cool story. This Toasted series is a straight bourbon. Joe, I think you said, usually 4 to 6 years, I think, is what this typically is.
Exactly.
And we've had other toasted. I think Basil Hayden was the first toasted I had.
Further ado,
let's
see
do
what
it.
Penelope's got.
You always have to hear the sound. Let's see here. Is there a better sound?
It's beautiful. Sounds of the holidays.
Heavy pour.
That is a heavy pour.
Sweet. It smells mild. Sometimes you hit over about 95 and you take that smell. I don't know about you, but it burns.
Sometimes
if you
too much.
Yeah, if you didn't have if your sinuses weren't clear before, they'll be clear after that. But not with this.
No,
this is again, it's another one of these, Joe. We've been on a sort of a record of this, that it's, decent proof, 100 proof, middle of the range. Smooth. I mean, that heat is muted.
And there's no bite to it. And if you like more of a sweeter bourbon, I mean, this is definitely in that realm. And I don't have the most, experienced palate, but I can say, like, that vanilla, like when they tell you it's going to be vanilla and caramel, like, you can definitely taste
it was interesting as you kind of read a little bit about the whole toasted approach, if you will. They say the key selling point is the variability, and I've heard this before, that each batch uses a different toast level, so light, medium, heavy, but with different char levels. So you are going to get a variety, you know, depending on what you want to make,
or what your tastes are.
I like it. Now it's interesting. They say one more. I don't know where they get this from. So they talk about the notes, but they're also saying that many call it. Every time someone says that, it reminds me of Trump. And everybody knows it. Everyone's talking. No, they say many call it a nice dessert bourbon. Now, I don't know if I'd go that far. It's not sweet. In fact, I would say
it's got a little sweetness to it. I would say that, but I don't know that I would say this is a dessert bourbon. I would not ever say that. I would say this is a bourbon that lends more sweet than spicy. Gift worthy, would you say?
Well, let me see. It says, and we always like to see when this is available. I mean, you can get this at different
get it anywhere.
Liquor stores, and it says you can get it for between $5 and $10. So, thanks for the gift, Joe.
Yeah, not true at all.
It's between $55 and $75.
We're literally talking 1950s prices. No, but it's
I'll be dropping off your pack of bubble gum tomorrow.
After you go to Five Below, I will get a gift.
Yeah, exactly. That's too expensive.
I know.
No, between $55 and $75. It's in the perfect range. It's a nice bourbon. It's smooth, tasty. I like it.
Yeah,
I like it. And we had some people downstairs drinking who are not bourbon aficionados. I don't think they were considered crazy. People who don't drink whiskey and bourbon, you give it to them neat, they're like, oh my God, what am I drinking? But there wasn't an overwhelming oh my God, I have to have something to drink afterwards. You know what I mean? Like our wives.
Everyone was happy. Well, hey, this is the 8th bourbon of Christmas. Cheers.
Join us as we continue to go through this amazing, fun, and tasty saga as we continue our 12 days of bourbon over the 12 days of Christmas and see what we have coming up next. Cheers.
Cheers.